we are back again, guys. Jumping into it. Thanks for coming here with Super Saiyan. Well, actually, Son Goku Ultra Instinct. We've got our Ultra Instinct here. Super Saiyan. And we'll just get into the box here. And as we get into the box here, I'll just kind of go over a few things. So, being new at this, obviously, one of the things I'm thinking I'm going to do is this is probably going to be the last full voiceover video I kind of do. It's just the editing tools I have right now with the free particular program not that great. Kind of can't record sound and or certain um, imported videos. So either way, whatever. So I'm kind of gonna do more of like a commentary with possible voiceovers in between kind of route. We'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be putting together this Ultra Instinct Goku. You can see here. And again, always have the instructions on hand. Although this is going to be one of I think this is like the first build that I barely, my plan was to barely reference the uh, manual. So I think I just glanced at a few things throughout and put together the figure just kind of like going on what it was I, for the most part, remembered. And end up making a mistake, which I guess we'll hit when we go through that in the video when we get to that spot. But yeah, going together here and what I'd like to do for the direction of this is, when I'm recording, putting together these figurines, as I said, I want to do some more customizing. So I have a few ideas in place. I'm going to have another Ultra Instinct Goku that I want to try to maybe find a way to turn into like a sign, like Goku sign. And then I got another base Vegeta that I plan to turn into Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta I plan to turn into an Ultra Ego Vegeta. So we'll see how those go. I got quite a bit more things to work on to get to that particular uh, stance. I do have some paint, but just in doing some test runs with brushing on the acrylic with these particular models, it just didn't look that great. Um, Obviously, probably skill issues there as well, but I really feel that something going on a little more smoother and evenly and thinner, right? So airbrush, right? So I'm going to be working on getting myself an airbrush, and once I do have an airbrush and the means to uh, utilize an airbrush indoors, doing a little research on that stuff to figure out what my options would be in the one of the most affordable ways. Obviously, I could build a paint booth or out of cardboard or do. There's a lot of other strategies and stuff to keep prices down as much as possible, but I'm really gonna have to be aiming a little more towards the convenience area versus trying to uh, piece something together on my own. Uh, just because I'd have to look up schematics for possible things to build or just make something up on the fly, and I don't want to get paint fumes, inside our particular guest bedroom house kind of thing. So I got to do it the right way. So I want to just probably go with like a booth off Amazon, do a little bit of research on kind of getting a standard one there and get myself a brush to start with and start practicing on things. And obviously, I'm going to be making videos about those. So come along for the journey as I learn those things for the first time. But checking out these eyes here for the Ultra Instinct Goku, there was, again, camera does really bad at focusing, but as you can see, like a lot of times, or with the Ultra Instinct, right, I'm just sure a lot of fans know, right, there's a black center to the eyes. Kind of like with Super Saiyan 3 or, Vegeta in Ultra Instinct also has kind of the black dot in the center of the eye. And anyways, like they did it really cool here. They left the um, middle of the eye actually empty. So like the black that you were seeing there was actually a shadow. And this is the other face, just kind of his chilling face. Get that up. But I was just trying to show you the hole, right? It was just there's nothing in the center. It's just a hole. But the way that it looks when you put it on something, the shadow that it casts actually makes it look. And either way, it was pretty creative. It looked pretty sick. It looked pretty cool in real life. But yeah, we'll get this head put together here. Finish out, Goku's front hair there. Get his head. But yeah, as I was mentioning, probably a little less voiceover in the videos depending on certain direction I'm going to go here. With figuring out the editing stuff. Again, newbie here, newbie doing this at a learning pace. So we're gonna get into doing a little bit of cleanup here on this Goku's head figure. And there he is. All right. So we'll finish putting together his other face piece and move on to the torso area. In this area here, I'm just looking to indicate, he's go in a certain way. That's what the arms slot into. Want to make sure you get him in there right. Get this torso together. Oh, sorry, I don't have any mic equipment either, guys. So it's going to be times of like disconnections and too loud, too soft, as I figure that stuff out as well. All right. Now we'll start on the arms. And this is really going to be uh, where I make my first little mistake. It's the instructions, which I come to realize once I get to the particular part. But what I did is I put the forearms on the wrong arms. So once I had them on there, I had to reference back to the book and was like, yeah, they were backwards. So I had to go back and refix that, which we'll do a little later. But it's just a right arm coming together here. And here it is. Here's his right arm. And right now it does still have the backwards forearm on it. But doesn't it still look, it still looks good. I could barely tell, if at all. But I just had a sinking feeling that I accidentally put when I snipped it out, I put the wrong number on the wrong side for like my left and right. And then when I go back and reference the instructions, that was the case. But it did look good. But yeah, getting the left arm together. That's where we slot them in. Those pieces you had to put in earlier correctly. Get his arms on. Oh, popped his hand off. Got it though. Just checking out the stances, and this is kind of where I'm like second guessing myself with the arms. Snap his head on. Take a glance at the upper body portion, pretty much done here. See if the camera will cooperate with a little focus. Shut my hands into the camera. There we go. Looking pretty sick. And yeah, back to it. Right there. That's when I'm take the figure to the manual. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll switch them back. I'll switch them over because I did it the wrong arm. So I popped those off and switch those out. And then from there, just jump into the legs. Which going through the legs, I make another mistake. I end up putting the feet on backwards. So yeah, going without the instructions. A bit too quick on this one, but we figure it out and we get it done. So this is the right leg going together. Just cleaning up some things, and then putting the foot together backwards, unbeknownst at the moment, but looked okay. Moved on to the left leg and did the same thing. But yeah, we get it on there. And then this is about the time frame. I'm realizing, wait a second, something's not right. Something's not right. So we got to pull this back off here and get in and take a look and reference the instructions again. Rookie move. So yeah, getting in to fix this. And there's the leg properly put together. We'll get his waist done. And this is kind of again where I really figure out something's still up. I'm snapping him together and I'm like, hold on a second. Like when he stands, he's not standing right. Something just looks off. Like just looks off. And it was the feet, the actual feet. So the foot on the right leg was still completely backwards. So remember I fixed the left one, but I didn't know that I had also messed up the right one. So then I have to take that one apart, flip that one around, and fix that, and then we get it back together. And that's pretty much going to be this particular build for this time, and it's right around this time frame that I realize, hey, I'm making dinner. Uh, Got to go do that adult thing of make the dinner. So I had to call it a quits here. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some things here with painting and other stuff in the future, and just learning to get better at stuff. So maybe put in the comments um, suggestions, comments, you know, recommendations, right? Also, got to put his feet on. Didn't put the stickers on his feet, I mean. So I'll be doing that off camera. I do that off camera. But yeah, I mean, leave some recommendations, for me on maybe like, base coating, like certain ways to paint with these particular figures, best ways, maybe using like a matte, um, matte Jessup or whatever that stuff's called for like a matte lay down preemptively for a paint, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing research. So if you know things, looking to learn, right? Let's grow together. Teach me some things. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one, guys. Appreciate it. Going to be making adjustments along the way and hope you come for the ride.